Hi everybody, welcome back to Charmed Intuition Tarot. Thank you so much for watching. So for today's question, we're going to find out what is your destiny. We've got 4 piles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So focus in on a pile that catches your eye. You can pick more than one. We're going to be using the charms today as usual, and the decks we're going to be using is the Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot, as well as the Sea Melodies Oracle deck and Vintage Wisdom, which I'll link below. So we've got a little mermaid nautical theme going on today just because I grew up loving mermaids. I love everything about mermaids. And if you can spot the dingle hopper, and if you can tell me what a dingle hopper is, you get extra points. Okay? So we're going to get started. Just remember guys, this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everybody, okay? So just take what resonates. If it doesn't feel like this reading's for you, then hopefully the one that I post next will be. So just take what resonates and enjoy it. Have fun. So I'll give you a moment. You can focus in on a pile. Just to remind you, 1, 2, 3, and 4. For those of you contacted me for personal readings, I've almost responded to everyone. If you haven't heard back from me yet, you will in the next few days. I'm just sort of responding to people as I can because I want to make sure I don't overwhelm myself with the readings and just take on as many as I can at a time. Okay, so you will hear from me soon. Those of you that haven't seen the email posted yet, I do post it periodically just to sort of so that I don't get a flood of emails and then forget responding to someone. So it'll be reposted soon as I catch up. I'll just keep reposting it and take readings on as I can, okay? So take your time, pick out a pile that catches your eye, and we'll get started with number 1. Hi group 1. So if you chose the Pyrite piece, this message is for you. Okay, so let's see what you got. Let's look at your tarot cards first. So you got the Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords, 6 of Swords, Dive card, Trust, and Divine Timing. Okay, so just give me a minute, group 1. And if I cough or have to clear my throat or anything throughout this reading, please forgive me. I've got tea here, so I should be okay, but okay. Okay, so what's jumping out at me, group 1, is the fact that you've got these 2 aces. So for you, I think you're somebody that has faith in your abilities, and you have faith in others too, but I think you're somebody, you have a lot of inspirational, very creative ideas. So for you, your destiny could be something creative, particularly. But more so, I feel like you're always somebody who's able to solve problems very creatively. So, with this Ace of Swords, you're able to see past things and see the truth. And you're always looking for new ways forward, new ways to navigate and sort of, overcome problems. So with these combination here, I feel like you're able to combine your logic and your creativity, okay? And that helps you get through things because I feel like, you're somebody who's had to go through a lot of obstacles, okay? But you're always looking forward. You're always moving forward. You don't let it get you stuck. You might for a little while, but you're always looking towards the future. And I feel like you have a lot of strength. And I feel like that strength sort of helps other people too in your life. So you might be this person here in this picture where, you're really helping other people move past difficult situations onto the future. And I feel like you've been through a lot of mental and physical journeys yourself, which has built this strength. You're always looking towards the future. So yeah, this is sort of coming from really turbulent waters and then just sort of going on to the future, moving forward, not letting it get you down. The Queen of Wands is fun here because I have a feeling not only are you dedicated, but you're sort of you're undaunted by obstacles. You're able to look at things with a sense of humor and have fun. People really look up to you, and you can take a situation like this and then lighten the mood. You can add some humor to it. You sort of just brighten people's day. You make the best of it, any situation. This is all about change and positive development from yourself and others. So you're able to take situations, learn from them, and turn them into something positive to move forward, which is super inspirational. So maybe that's part of your destiny, the fact that you're always able to overcome things and the fact that you're an inspiration through your challenges to other people. You inspire people. You make a very powerful impression on people. And with the Knight of Pentacles, this speaks to me of persistence, and like just being able to knuckle down with any problem, and like being practical too. Not only are you creative, but you're practical. So you've got a good balance of like logic and creativity. Now, with the trust and the divine timing card, the trust card makes me just sort of confirm that you've got faith that things are going to work out. You're always looking towards the future. You know that with time, any issue gets resolved. Like time heals all wounds type mentality. And the divine timing card, this just sort of is like about patience, okay? Just sort of, you keep looking towards the future, but you have patience. And you know things are going to get better, and you provide that comfort for people as well. With the dive card, I feel like you're able to take risks too. Like you're not afraid. You're not like, I feel like you provide a lot of bravery to people. Like you make people feel brave. Let me just pull your charms. We'll see what else we have here. Okay, group 1. Yeah, you're an excellent friend. You're able to make the most of every situation. And here too, like this sort of reminds me of like, sorry, there's pen on my hand, but this makes me think of like walking a mile in someone else's shoes. So you've been through a lot. You've been through your own journey. And this anchor too sort of fits this little nautical theme too, but it also makes me think that you are a sense of safety. You're very secure, you're steady. You're a very hard worker, and I feel like creativity is going to be a big part of your life. We do have a lot of friendship charms here, loyalty charms, so you're not the kind of person that gives up on anyone. So maybe you've got someone in your life that's going through like a particular challenge right now, and you don't give up on them. So you give them that sense of strength. That could be your destiny, providing strength for people and for yourself. So just realizing that, with time, everything can improve with time. You're very optimistic with these little sunglasses, and then the sunflower here, like you're always trying to see the best in any situation. And because you think so positively, like luck will be on your side. Star, that's about hope. This is about imagination. So you do have a very creative imagination. So I think your destiny could involve creativity of some kind. We have a P here. We also have an E and a Y and an F. A lot of people were able to pick out their exact initials, like first, middle, and last name out of a few readings that I've done. Yeah, you're definitely a source of comfort and steadiness for people. But you're always ready for an adventure because you have faith that things are going to work out. You have a very strong intuition too. You're very intuitive, and people trust your opinion because they know that you've got such an experience in life. Like you've got all this experience and wisdom that they really trust you. They trust you for advice and for helping solve their problems. I feel like you live in the moment too, and that's what sort of builds your strength. So you're not you're not fearful of the future because you're just sort of taking things as they come. But yeah, you're able to make the best out of any situation, I feel. I feel like focus for you, because you're so focused on what you want and how you want things to be, like that's a big thing for you. You just you don't let other things distract you. You don't let negative energies distract you or rob you of your own joy. Like you're very powerful, and people are very attracted to that in you. So again, you're very strong, but you give people strength. You give people this hope and strength and security that they might not have had before. So perhaps if you do have a friend or a family member that's going through a really difficult time, you might be a source of strength for them, and you might not even realize. Like a friend, anyone, they might not be saying it, and you're very adventurous. I think your destiny, you're going to have many adventures because you're so brave. And you're very transformative. Again, so you're able to take these difficult situations and sort of turn them into something that serves you in the future. You're able to see the beauty in any situation, which is such an amazing quality. because in life, things happen to everybody, but you're able to realize that you can always get through these things, and you use your creativity, I think, as a healing method for you. I think maybe music, painting, artwork, anything like YouTube videos, like anything that you do creatively that you enjoy, maybe that you have a collection that you really enjoy, you're able to harness your creativity to get you through problems. Yeah, you're very comforting. Oh my goodness, active charms. But yeah, you're very comforting and very, very, just a sense of strength for your friends. But I do see travel in your future with the Wanderer charm here. So I think that could be part of your destiny too, is just to explore, wander, be brave, go on a lot of adventures. Okay, group 1, so if that resonated, please leave me a comment. I love your comments so much. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. And I just want to thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, group 2. So if you chose the locket, this message is for you. Let's see what cards you have. Okay, so you got the Sun. That's a really nice start, actually. 5 of Pentacles, Magician, 2 of Pentacles, Temperance. Then you've got the Surrender card, Patience, and Anchor. Okay. Just give me a minute, group 2, and we'll figure this out. So, with this Sun card and the Magician card, I think a large part of your destiny, group 2, is figuring out your power and manifesting something that you want. I think realizing how much power you have. I think group 2, you guys might have very special abilities, unique abilities. And like realizing your potential is something that's going to be very important in your life. So you've got this like sense of magic about you, like this magic ability or deep understanding of the universe. I feel like, yeah, you've got some sort of unique power that you might not even realize at this point. But with the Sun, the Sun card, that's about like gifts of the universe and creative power, achievement, happiness, success, like clarity. So understanding things very clearly and just being able to reach what you want, like achieve your dreams. So both of these make me feel like your destiny is to achieve every goal that you've set out for yourself. Maybe you're somebody who's struggled in the past. You might have gone through certain struggles, like personal struggles, and a lot of soul searching. So maybe you're going through that right now. You're feeling like something's missing, but I feel like you're gonna gain that clarity very soon and realize what it is that you want. And manifesting is gonna be a big part of your destiny, group 2. Now, what's interesting is we've got a lot of symbols of balance here, because we've got Temperance and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so with the 2 of Pentacles, like this is about balance, being able to like find balance, create balance in your life, create calmness. I feel like you're somebody who can handle a lot of things at once, probably because you've been tossed a lot of obstacles in your life, so you're able to handle things, and that's really what's going to move you forward on your goal or whatever it is that you want to manifest. Yeah, you're definitely... The Temperance is about strength too, and patience, and manifesting has a lot to do with patience, because sometimes we can put something out in the universe, and if it doesn't happen right away, we get very discouraged, but some things take time. So that goes with goals too. So you going for a goal or trying to create something will require a lot of patience, and I think because you have patience based on the experiences that you've had in your life, you're going to be able to reach these goals. Like there's going to be reason to celebrate, and you're going to really realize your power. I think group 2, you have a very specific, something's very special about you, and I think you know it. You've got something very special. Just a deep understanding, and like there's magic about you. There's something very mysterious and magical about you. And the Surrender card reminds me of patience too, because it's just sort of surrendering, like putting that out there and then just hoping that things will work out for the best, being optimistic and letting the universe just sort of, help create whatever it is that you want. And then patience obviously too, like with the Temperance, like knowing that things will happen when they're supposed to. And I think you're very grounded. I'm just going to pull a few more cards here, and then we'll do your charms. You're very intuitive. Yeah, group 2, I think you've got some sort of magic about you. And I think you're somebody who's able to face, you're able to face your fears, but you're very intuitive. I think you're very in touch with your emotions and you're very aware of what makes you happy, the things that bring you comfort, and you've got a good sense of what you want in the future. And I just feel like you have faith that things are going to work out in your favor. You've got this deep sense of intuition, and this patience is going to assist you on this journey. Okay, let's look at your charms group 2, and we'll see what the charms have to say. Okay, lots of letters. You got a W, an I, an N, a B. Wow, lots of letters. Y, a C, an M, and another W. Okay, well one W. Okay, and two W's. Okay, so some of those letters might resonate for some of you. Just take what resonates. I'm just gonna pull your cards out here so we can have some matches. Okay, group 2. Dropping cards here. Okay, but what jumps out at me is the fact that you have the sunflower charm, then you've got the sun card. So clarity, manifesting, achieving your goals, achieving your dreams, creative power, like happiness, success. Like that's your destiny. I mean, this really is one of the most positive cards you could have pulled for as far as your destiny goes. Being able to get through challenging times. And then with the patience card and the fact that you pulled time really says that, oh, and you pulled, oh my gosh, look at how cool. You pulled the anchor charm, and then you pulled the anchor card too. And then the patience card, and then the time charm. So that sort of just confirms to me how strong you are, how steady you are. You're able to get through any difficult situation. I feel like you have a lot of dreams that sometimes you might have doubted yourself in the past, thinking, oh really, is that realistic? But it's telling you that it is, and like you can achieve anything. Like anything that you imagine, you can achieve, because you just have this special ability about you that, again, I don't think you've even realized how magical you really are. And you're very creative. Creative power is big for you. Seven of Pentacles. So you're working hard. Like you're a very hard worker, and you're willing to put the time and work in, and that comes with the patience. You're willing to put this work in to achieve whatever this goal is that you have. Whatever this Sun card means to you, whatever that Magician card, whatever this goal is or this idea for the future that you have. Because you're patient, I think you're gonna get there. You've got the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, so I think you see all the possibilities ahead of you. You see all these amazing opportunities. It might overwhelm you sometimes too. I get the feeling like you know when to take a rest too, so that's going to be a big thing too in assisting you to reach these goals. Like you know when to take a rest. I think even when you feel like not confident and sort of unsteady on something, like you're able to push forward. For you, I think just strength and power is a big part of your destiny. You're very, very powerful. And then with like the Magician card and this Moon card, like I think you have abilities that you don't even realize yet. Very cool. Like this Magician card sort of just is the main focal point here. Like focusing on what you want. I think you're able to communicate clearly with the universe what it is that you want. Like, you might have very specific ideas of what you want for your future. And I think because you're so powerful and manifesting is a huge part of your destiny, I think you're going to get there. But again, because you're so patient, like, I think you know that too. You're not wanting it tomorrow. You're realizing that it could take time, but you're looking towards the future. Very cool. Okay, group 2, so if that resonated, please leave me a comment. I love your comments so much, and thank you so much for watching this video, and for those of you that have been subscribing and commenting, I really appreciate it, so thank you so much. Hi, group 3, so if you chose the little shell, this message is for you. Let's find out what your destiny is. So you have the 3 of Pentacles, the Star, 8 of Wands, 6 of Cups, Optimism, Rescue, Prudence, and Listening. Okay, group 3, just give me a moment here. We'll do your charms too, but I just want to see what we have here. Okay, group 3, because you have the 6 of Cups and you've got the Rescue card, I think your destiny is going to have a lot to do with assisting other people, helping other people. Let's just see here. I think too, you're very wise. I think you're somebody that people go to for advice. You're just an excellent listener, and you make people feel very comforted and good because you listen to them. Like, you really hear people when they speak. And you're not listening to respond, you're listening because you're actually like hearing what they're saying. So you're helping people just by sort of being there for them. The 6 of Cups too, like, I have a feeling like you renew people's faith. I think that you've probably had challenges that could have hardened you, but instead it made you more loving and more giving and more generous. You know what, group 3, I think for you, your destiny is giving people hope. I think you are you're like a lighthouse for people. I think because you believe in yourself and you believe in others, and you're very hopeful. I think you're somebody's lighthouse, you're somebody's hope, you're somebody's reason for wanting to hold on. Okay? For some of you, you could have a career where you're really well known or well recognized. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's because you have gone through things that, again, they could have made you sort of bitter, but instead they made you stronger and they made you more compassionate for people and more caring. So I think group 3, for a lot of you, you're somebody's hope, you're somebody's reason to keep trying. People find a lot of inspiration from you. And then with the Rescue card, help others in need or ask for assistance when you need it. So I think a lot of people might come to you for help. Like, you give people a renewed sense of hope and optimism too. Like with the Optimism card combined with the Star card and the 8 of Wands too. So this is about being hopeful and enthusiastic, new opportunities. I think you inspire others as well. And with the Prudence card, I think you're very smart, you're very wise. So sort of like with the Listening card, people come to you to talk and then you give them really good advice too. So you listen to what they're saying, you really do hear them, and then you give them very relevant advice. Like, I think you're somebody who's very smart, very wise. You've been through a lot of experiences too. But yeah, you're very hopeful and you give people sort of this refreshed sense of like a new start. So it says, after each rainstorm, there will be clear skies. So you remind people of this. You make people have a renewed sense of hope and optimism when they're going through really difficult times. 3 of Pentacles too is like realizing your abilities and expressing yourself, developing a particular skill. So there might be a skill that you have that is going to be part of your destiny too, like really developing it, mastering this skill. Okay, let's take a look at your charms, group 3. Okay. I think you keep other people's dreams alive, and you're a dreamer too. You've got the moon charm too here, so has stars. I think you sort of help people deal with their fears too. You help people release their feelings. You're very sweet and caring. We've got a water sign here. You pulled the optimism card and then the optimism charm. We have an E and a J. You're somebody who you don't give up on people. And I feel like you're somebody who spreads kindness without expecting anything back. You do it just for the genuine fact that you're just a very giving and loving person. You're just somebody people can rely on, like for good advice. You're very generous too. Like you're generous not only with like items, but you're generous with your time and with your expertise and your opinions, and you give people a new perspective and way of thinking. Wow, you give people hope for the future. I think you're an excellent friend as well as an excellent like family member. Like you're really helpful to your family and friends particularly. Yeah, with the rescue card and then the 6 of Cups, I think for you, group 3, your destiny has to involve helping people, giving people hope, giving people a reason to keep trying. Especially with this Star card, this is about hope. And then the 6 of Cups with this little sunflower charm and the rescue card. I mean, I'm really getting here that you're very helpful to people. You give people hope. You're somebody's lighthouse. You're just somebody who keeps people optimistic about the future. You keep people's frame of mind in a positive mindset. You give people a lot of comfort. You help people follow their dreams. You help people feel safe. Like to me, this sort of, in this context, sort of speaks of like, you're somebody's like lifeline. You're somebody's reason to hold on. I feel like when you talk to people with the listening card and then this focus charm, like you really do listen. You make people feel heard. And that's something that's really nice, because a lot of times, when you're talking to someone and you're like, you're not even listening, or they're on their phone and they're not paying attention, they're not really hearing what you're saying. Or if you're arguing with somebody and they're just listening just to respond or make like a comment back, they're not really listening. You really hear people. You hear what they have to say. And because of that, you hear when people are in need, and you make a massive difference in people's life. Like I think you've already probably really affected people's lives in such a positive way. And I think that's a really large part of why you're here, is just helping people, giving people hope, giving people a sense of calm, allowing people to follow their dreams. I feel like you do things for people for no other reason than just to be kind. You just want to spread kindness. We do have the water sign there. I think you help people with their fears. You help people handle their fears. You help people release their feelings and pent-up emotions. Oh, and then the 6 of Pentacles. So you're very generous. Very kind, very generous. And then you've got that Queen of Pentacles too. 8 of Wands, so enthusiasm and like optimism and new opportunities. And then the 3 of Pentacles, so helping people, contributing your skills and your expertise and your opinions to help people, teamwork. Yeah, I think group 3, you guys sound extremely helpful and just so amazing to have around. I think you're an amazing friend, an amazing family member. I think you really value your relationships with family and friends too, and they feel that. And they get a lot of comfort from you. a lot of hope, a lot of courage. Look at this hope dove here. I think when people are having the hardest moments in their life, they can think of you and they can feel like they have somebody to talk to, they have somebody that's going to listen. And I don't think, like, you might not realize how big that might be. Sometimes that's all somebody needs. It's just somebody to hear, just somebody to listen. We all need that sometimes. So you doing that is making a massive difference in people's lives, and I think that's a big part of your destiny. So thank you for being like that. That's amazing. Okay, group 3, if that resonated, please let me know in the comments. I love your comments so much. If you haven't already, consider subscribing, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye. Hi, group 4. So if you chose the little anchor, this message is for you. Let's find out what your destiny is. 3 of Cups, the World, King of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Dream, Perseverance, and Freedom. Okay, so we'll do your charms in a minute. Let me just see if you need any more clarification here. Okay, so group 4, for you, I'm getting this strong sense that part of your destiny is to be free, because we've got the Freedom card, we've got the World, and then we've got all these symbols of like working and being financially secure. So I think a large majority of you might have a goal to be self-employed or have the kind of job that allows you to travel and dream and sort of have freedom, okay? With the King of Pentacles, just feeling financially secure. 8 of Pentacles, having something that you enjoy and you feel skilled at. And then the 3 of Cups, so having fun, celebrating with friends, like sort of being able to be with people you enjoy. And the World card sort of reminds me of travel sometimes too. So let's just see, I'm going to pull a few more. I think sometimes perhaps you're not the kind of person that enjoys working like 9 to 5 in the office. I think you might have a decision that you're trying to make right now. And I think for you, down the road, if not now, self-employment is going to be a big part. And not just because of like money or finances, but to allow you to be free and to travel and to have fun and to have time to yourself. So right now I feel like you're in a spot where you're feeling like a little bit perhaps dissatisfied with where you're at career-wise or maybe even relationship-wise. But it's just telling you to sort of just stay the course here, because I am seeing in the future like you being in some sort of self-employment or free sort of, just something you can like work from home, something that allows you freedom. Yes, okay. Yeah, I think for a lot of you, you've had to overcome perhaps some financial struggles in the past, maybe, or just dealing with personalities maybe at work that weren't ideal, so you're sort of feeling dissatisfied or even bored in the situation that you're in. So I am seeing for you to sort of I think a lot of you have an idea or a goal, and it's just telling you to stick to that and master some sort of skill or whatever this is, really sort of learn about it and keep working at it, because I do see down the road, your destiny with the World card and the 3 of Cups, like working with people that you enjoy, and then perhaps traveling, strength, and then the freedom, I think, of self-employment. So I think for a lot of you, traveling is going to be a big thing. For some of you too, I'm also getting having a family is going to be part of your destiny. That might not resonate with everybody, but having a family might be really, something very important to you. But it is telling you to follow your dreams and persevere, so stick to it, okay? Let's just look at your charms. We have an I and an H. It's telling you to have hope. Yeah, I think you just want to sort of live this life that you've imagined. I think you want freedom, you want fun, you want to follow your dream. A lot of you might have various goals that would allow you to have a lot of freedom to do whatever you want or work on your own schedule too. And in doing that, I think, family is definitely here for you, for a lot of you. But I think a lot of you have worked really hard. So for you, this would be a really important thing. It would allow you to inspire others as well in whatever this is that you want to do. I think you're an excellent problem solver too. I think you've been through some challenges. You've had to work really hard. And you have a lot of skills that are very helpful to people. Like, you have a lot you can contribute. You're an excellent team member. Yeah, you're very smart too. Like, I think for you, being self-employed or having a job that allows you to sort of work from home and work at your own pace and develop your skills, because you've got the 8 of Pentacles too combined with this 3 of Pentacles, I think you've got a particular skill here that's really going to take you far and afford you a lot of freedom. And then with that King of Swords that I just pulled, I mean, you are very, very smart, and I think you have a lot of skills and abilities. Page of Cups, and a lot of ideas too. Like, I think you might have a lot of business ideas. And it's telling you that you're going to likely have luck, and you're sort of like the, you're in charge of the direction of your own ship. Let's see what these mini cards are here. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so new business ideas. And then 6 of Pentacles. You pulled 2 6 of Pentacles. So generosity. So perhaps this business idea or this, whatever this is that you want to do might be of great help for service to people. It might be something that really makes a difference in people's days. 10 of Cups. I am getting, for a lot of you, like, having a family is part of your destiny, okay? And again, that might not resonate for everybody, but having children or having a family, getting married, and then having freedom to enjoy that family is a big part of it for you guys, okay? Oh yeah. And then the 10 of Pentacles. Let me just see what else you have here. You've got the World. Gonna pull out all your cards here. Yeah, I think having a family and having financial security is a really big, important part for a lot of you. And not because it's not just because you want money, it's because you want freedom, you want time, you want to be able to travel, you want to be able to make a difference. So having finances and extra money to help you do that is going to be a really big help in you helping other people. Because I think you have a skill. You have a particular skill that would really help people. I think you're really good at conflict resolution too. Like, you might make sense of things for people. I think you provide people with a lot of clarity, and you'd be an excellent, I think you'd be an excellent business person. And then with this World card, I see travel in your future too. And the perseverance, the freedom, and the strength. Yeah, very interesting. I think you're a very generous person, and whatever this job is that you want to do, whatever this idea that you have, will be very helpful to people. Very, very helpful to people. You're just sort of waiting at this point, but I do sense that, like, perhaps right now you're in a place where you'd like a little bit of change, but it's just telling you to keep dreaming, keep, persevering, because I am seeing these changes in the future for you. I'm seeing a family for a lot of you. I'm seeing travel. I'm seeing freedom of being able to do your job when you want to do it, and then using your time to help others, and then, enjoy your family and just sort of make the best of your life. Awesome. But I do see that you're a problem solver for a lot of people. Oh, shaking the camera, sorry. But I do see a lot of luck here. Okay. It is saying to follow your dreams. Okay. Awesome, group 4. So if that resonated, please leave me a comment. I love your comments so much. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing, and we'll see you next time. Bye.